going to be looking at the header in Squarespace 7.1. A lot of really cool changes have come to the header section for Squarespace 7.1 sites. I'm really excited about it, and I'm going to show you how to do some really cool things. So what we're going to be talking about today is how you can now have a mobile logo for your website and a desktop logo, which is really nice because sometimes your logo is a little too big to fit on a mobile screen. So that solves that problem. We're also going to look at how to add your social media links to the header, how to change the layout of your navigation on both desktop and mobile, how to add a button, add a shopping cart, and also how to make your header fixed to the top of your website. That's an awesome new feature on Squarespace 7.1. So let's get into it. Log into your Squarespace site and then come up here, click on Edit. Then hover over your header section. You have this button that says Edit Site Header. You click on that, and you can see we have our global styles, desktop styles, and mobile styles. So we're gonna stick with global for now. I'm gonna show you how you can add your logos for both desktop and mobile. So this is where you would upload them. And we're just gonna go through it so you can see how you can adjust them as well. So my desktop logo is in there, and you can see now I can adjust the height for my logo. Obviously I don't want it that huge, but I'm going to bring it back to 48. I like that. And then we'll add in my mobile logo. Okay, so now my mobile logo is in there as well. So I lost my controls here, so I'm going to just go back and I'm going to click on Save. And then when I get back into it, that should all be updated, and we can look at how you adjust the height for your mobile header, because that can actually be a little bit confusing. So let's go back into our site header, site title, and logo, and you can see here we have our mobile logo height, but you can't see our mobile logo here because we're on desktop. So what you need to do is you need to click out here for your desktop preview, and then you need to go back in to edit site header, site title, and logo. And now you can see how you want to adjust the height for your mobile logo. So that's how you do that. I like it right there at 44. And now we have a desktop logo and a mobile logo on the site. So next we're going to take a look at how to add social links. So I'm going to go back to our desktop view. I'm going to click Edit again, hover over that header and edit site header, and we're going to go to Elements. So underneath Elements, you can see this is where you can add a button to your header, just like I have here. You can add your social links. So you can see I have my social links turned on, but I haven't put any social links in here, otherwise you would see the social media logos there. So if I click on Edit Social Links, this is where I can add the links. So just to give you an example, Square Design Space is my Instagram. So if you went to Instagram, you log in, click on your profile, and then that's going to give you the link that you want to put in there. And then just copy and paste that, and then save, and you can see it popped in right there. So you can add in your Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever social media links you want to add in there, and it's that easy. You can also change the icon size of your social media links if you like them a little bit bigger. You really have a nice Instagram you want people to see, maybe you want to emphasize that. You can easily do that right here, and The last thing for elements I want to show you, you can add a shopping cart if you have an online store. Just add your shopping cart right there, change the size of it as well. So that is how you add your social links, a button, and a shopping cart. So next we are going to look at the header layout. So you have both a desktop layout and a mobile layout option now in Squarespace 7.1. So let's take a look at the desktop layout. Now you'll see as we're under the global styles, you don't have an option to change anything about a layout for desktop or mobile here. If you click on desktop, now we have header layout available. So let's click on that. And you can see here we have different options for how to lay out the header. This is only applying to the desktop version of the site. And if you click them, you can see how everything quickly changes. So I like where I have it now, but that's how you change the layout for your desktop header. Now we'll click on the mobile icon, and you can see how you can also change the layout for your mobile header. So it's really that simple. I'm going to keep that the same. Now you also have the option to change your icon. I kind of like the 3 lines better than the 2 lines. Personal preference. So I'm doing that. And you also have the option to change your overlay menu. So when that button's clicked, this is the menu here. So you could change the spacing of the links if you want to space those words out a little bit more to make sure somebody doesn't accidentally click on the wrong link. You could do that. You could align it to the left or to the right, however you want to do that. Now let's go back. The last thing we want to look at is the fixed header position. So here we have our fixed header style is turned on. I'm going to turn it off so you can see what happens when it's not on. And this was the default for every Squarespace 7.0 website. There was no option for a fixed header. So basically users would scroll down, and if this page had a ton of content, they would just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and then when they wanted to go back to another page or do something else on the site, they'd have to scroll all the way back up to the top. That's not the most user-friendly experience, so now you have the option to add a fixed header in. So if you click on fixed position, you have these 2 options. You have scroll back and basic. Basic is going to be where you scroll down, and I'll just show you what it does. It's going to fill this header with a background color, and that's going to stay with you. It's going to stay with you as you scroll through. So that's definitely nicer than having no fixed header, especially for websites with a lot of content. Now, my personal favorite is the scroll back. So I'm going to show you what that does. Click on Edit, Edit Site Header, Fixed Position, Scroll Back. What I like about this is that the controls aren't there until the user wants them. So as I scroll down the site, you can see the header went away. Now users aren't thinking, oh no, where'd the header go? They're looking at the website and reading about your business or whatever it is that your website is about. They're saying, oh, those look like nice people to work with. And then they say, oh, you know what, I think I will book an appointment. They scroll back up to the top, and bam, there's the controls right there. So I really like the scroll back header, and that is pretty much everything I wanted to show you on the header. I think we did a pretty good overview of it. There's one other thing though. I'm going to scroll back up, click Edit Site Header. If you want to change the spacing of elements, you also have the option to do that. So let's look at desktop. You can see we have vertical padding, so if you want this to be larger, then you can make that a larger bar as well. Um, if you want to change the spacing, you want more spacing between elements, you can do that there. So I just wanted to show you that those controls are there as well under your desktop layout. Not so much on the mobile layout, but we already went over that. So that concludes the exploration of Squarespace headers in Squarespace 7.1.